Actually, I had a piece of potato bread. One slice of potato bread. Yeah. What'd you eat for breakfast? Nothing on it. Because I was running late because my grandma decided to have me pick a chin hair, if you want the truth. She was like, you see this hair? I'm like...
Oh, wait. All right, good.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, good. So anyway, your grandma had you pinch a chin hair off of her?
Off of her. Oh. Off of her.
I didn't know. She like,
No,
yo, I
right.
can't let you leave the house without a chin. Then I'm like, oh.
No, she was like, do you see this? Do you think you could get it? I'm like, nah, I can't get it. And then I was running out the house. I grabbed a piece of potato bread and just stuffed it in my mouth. And I was out. And I was like, damn, I don't even have no water. I hope they have water.
He just bought some water this morning, too. We was
For
out.
real?
We was dry as a motherfucker.
Y'all knew I was going to need some water today.
But, all right, we are ready to start.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Benny. This is the Let's Talk After Dark podcast, where anything goes and nothing's off the table. With me, as always,
Mav.
our special guest.
Self.
What?
What's
All
up?
right, so real quick, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Spotify, Google, Apple. Watch us on YouTube. I think that's it.
That's
we're
it.
Good?
That's
All right.
it. For now. Gonna have some good stuff coming, but right now we have Self in the building.
What's going on?
How you doing, Self?
I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
I love your graffiti.
Thank you. I
That's
appreciate
one thing I love. You know, we try to react because I can't even do it. I know.
You didn't say it like that.
Before the show, Betty had to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
I told her, I was like, yo, I love you for your graffiti.
No, what you said was, I just love your graffiti. And I was like, oh, all right.
He was like, fuck everything else you
fuck
do.
everything else.
I don't do nothing
Fuck all your
else.
other talents you
Right,
do.
you
Your
know what I'm
graffiti is
saying?
what I love. But then I caught myself because I felt it was rude, but it truly is her I love her graffiti work. Like, I'm a big time graffiti, like, fan. Like, I love seeing it.
Thank you.
So, like, your stuff is cool because, you know, it's just where it is, too. And the pictures people put up when they see it, I'm like, yo.
Thank you.
You know?
I appreciate it. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know how I got started doing graffiti. It just happened. I feel like I've always done it. Like,
She just found a can in your hand one day.
yo, for real. Nah, like one day I was like, yo, I'm gonna really do this shit. Like, I've always liked it. I've always broke my neck going, you know, like when you see, well, I don't know if you
I
guys
know what you're talking
do it,
about.
but you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
catches your eye, you're driving,
it.
you're like, yo, yeah, architect, you see a nice ass building, you're like, yo, what the, like, I want to do that. And then one day I was like, I'm gonna do that. And
Like,
then
I want to destroy that property. No,
I like destruction. And matter of fact, the property is usually destroyed before I get there. So depending on what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I usually find, like, because I want to get better at what I'm doing, like, I go to places where I know where I can chill. I can take time and
fuck with you.
you know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna fuck with me. When I get to a level where I feel like y'all not fucking with me, I'll do this shit in a second and be out.
That's what's
You're
up.
gonna see me everywhere, I promise.
That's what I want to see. I
But
can't
you know
wait.
what I'm saying? But for right now, I just feel like I just want to get better. You know what I'm saying? I wanna have that can control. I want to be able to do my shit right when you're gonna see me.
You'll be climbing on
really.
billboards and shit.
Yeah, you're gonna see me. I'm not gonna incriminate myself. That's what I'm saying.
You'll see.
Me.
You'll see.
I don't know where. I don't know how. I don't know when.
I don't even think you did it.
Right, exactly. Who did it?
I'm gonna be
Who
honest.
did it?
They gonna kind of know it's you.
Hey, maybe it's me.
You know what?
Maybe it's not.
Maybe she's training somebody else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? She's at an
you know
art
what I'm
gallery.
saying?
Look, you know what? Let's talk more though of what is
saying?
self.
Self. What is self?
Deep.
It could get, I guess. Self. What is self?
What does it stand for?
Who is stay elevated, live free. That's the acronym.
So how you came up with that? You just found some random words and like, hey, and put them together.
All right. So
Was there weed involved?
So of course. All right. You really want to know?
I want to know. Let's talk.
Let's
Pothead
get
to
real.
pothead. Let's go.
Get real. You know what self started as?
How?
Stupid high shit. It was SHS. That was gonna be my shit. I swear to God, I still
Stupid high
got in my
shit?
notebook. Ask LaSharn. Stupid high shit. That was what self. That's what I wanted my brand to be.
That's what's up.
I guess. And then I was like, I mean, I feel like I still would do something with it. Like maybe once
you hit that platform, you can have that.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you're talking about that.
Yeah. But I knew like I can't start out like that. I didn't want to start out like that. You know what I'm saying? So then I was like, nah, SHS, that's not gonna work for me. So then I was just doodling, and self came, and I was like, selfless, selfish. You gotta find the balance between the two. That was the first thought, and then I was like, okay, well, usually graffiti, you got like, you have your tag name, like what? That's why I was like, self. I like it because I'm learning how to balance being selfish and doing what I gotta do, and being selfless, and still knowing that the world don't revolve around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I stuck with self, and then I was just like, what can I do with this? So I just started like thinking of shit that makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And then Stay Elevated, Live Free came, and I was like, I like that. You know? That's nice. That's it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yo, I have to shout out, Fabian, because he's always, every time I see him, has some
guy.
Yeah,
that's my fucking guy, yo.
That's
for
like
real.
That's like your model right
since
there.
Since day one, he's held me down, no bullshit, and I appreciate that man so much. He's a real one.
Yeah, shout out to
he
Fab,
really is.
So a lot of people rock your shit. Like, do you reach out to them? Or they reach out to you? Like, how's that work?
Both. Honestly,
I see everybody.
I guess it depends on who it is.
Yeah. Yeah, in the music field, there is like a self group of people, like that's really
I appreciate
stuff hard.
Sant 413, Fabe, Swan, Yelly, Dre, Malik. Those I'm sorry if I forgot anybody. You already know my cousin Sharon.
Wait, LaShawn's your cousin?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
I didn't know that.
But everybody that rocks with me, I really support you. Like I really appreciate it too, for real. Tyler Gifted been fucking with me lately. Hoff Cruz been fucking with me lately. Like, I don't know why. I really appreciate it though. I just keep doing my thing, and like, they all could tell you, like, when they show love, I always show love back too. And I think that might be the reason why I'm not a fake person. You know what I'm saying? You hit me up, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You ask me about your song, if I think it's trash, I'm gonna tell you. But everyone that fucks with me, I think that's really why I think. I don't know. I can't really tell you why, but I appreciate you guys for real. All love.
What's your sign?
Y'all put me on. I'm a Gemini.
Explain.
I'm a Gemini. But it's crazy. On the way here, I was thinking, I really got to find out my exact birth time because
that plays
but I don't think everybody tells me I'm such a different Gemini. Everybody nobody believes me when I tell them I'm a Gemini. Really, they're like, you're not a regular Gemini.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
Are you open about it before we talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm going to be honest. I thought you were your girl.
Yeah.
Because you have all your pictures. I'm like, oh, okay, this is her.
Because, I don't do the modeling, and she's beautiful, so why not?
Yeah, it works out. It works out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, for a long time. For a long time, I thought you were her.
Yeah, a lot of people. Or her sister. Her sister does a lot of the modeling for me as well. Yeah.
But yeah, I see her more, so I was like, oh, I thought that was you. So I actually wrote to you, whatever, so you want to be on the show, because, you're doing whatever. And then the time that you came with LaShawn, we did the live.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, somebody was writing to me. I was like, oh, who? I was like, I don't know who.
Well, yeah, because you was like, nah, that's not you. Yeah, but it was me.
But then I was like, oh, shit. I was like, and I saw you the other day when we were at the video shoot, whatever. And I was like, oh. I was like, all right.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I see them both in the same place. They're definitely, No, but, yeah, so I be behind the camera and she'll be modeling, or vice versa. Like any pictures that you see, it's either I took it or she took it. Really. Yeah. Yeah, we do all like the photography, all the videography and stuff.
So you do everything yourself, pretty much.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hard work, and I think that's another reason people really fuck with you, is because when you see somebody's work and dedication and drive that they're doing, and a lot of that's them, and they're still going hard, and you don't see them like always. I've yet to see you complain about things. You just.
Oh hell no! I mean, I do.
I mean, don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. Like,
but I don't have much to complain about. You know what I'm saying? I work my ass off. Obviously, I'm not where I want to be, but it's a process, and like I'm not gonna sit here and. I can't be down on myself because I'm not where I want to be yet. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not. There's.
You understand there's growth into it. You don't think it's like not an overnight thing. Like a lot of people think like, oh, I did this one good thing.
In my mind, it's like 10 years. I feel like 10 years is like anybody that you really look at. It took them You know what I'm saying? People that have been working is years, substantial amount of years, and that shit don't happen overnight. And I feel like if it does happen overnight, it's gonna go as fast
high
as
it goes. Yeah,
and that shit
exactly.
is real.
It
I
is.
do believe that. So I just try to keep working my ass off.
Yeah.
Hopefully it pays off.
To be honest, I'm just thinking of like, fuck, when I do the promo, what am I gonna put? I'm just gonna put your logo.
Yeah, we don't. There's no picture.
Yeah.
We gotta get a picture or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah,
Gemini.
But
yeah, I believe it. I just feel maybe why it's the whole thing I brought up your relationship was I was like, oh well, your girl will understand who it is. She'll know. She'll be like, nah, she's a Gemini.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
She says but actually, even she says I'm a different type of Gemini too. Everybody, I don't know.
That's cool. Where were you born?
When?
Where?
Here, Springfield.
Okay. No, well, yeah, because I know you said get your birth time. I don't know. What is your nationality?
Oh, well, I'm black and white, Italian, Jamaican.
Oh, okay.
mixed like a motherfucker.
So you have absolute. I no lie for this whole time. I've always thought that you were Puerto Rican.
Everybody.
When you see a black and white person, like, oh, they're Puerto Rican.
No. But there's some black and white people I could tell they're black and white, and then there's some that you just look like.
Look at Kino.
I think it's my hair. It's just like I think it's because it's not like curly. It's like wavy curly. You know what I'm saying?
Like my hair.
Yeah. I don't know. I get it everywhere I go. I went to the Dominican Republic and they did not believe me that I wasn't Dominican. They just kept talking to me in Spanish and I'm like, no sé. That's all I got for you. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not Dominican. I'm not Puerto Rican. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's hilarious.
That is.
For sure.
So how long you been in your relationship?
Oh, long time. 6 years. 7
Oh, damn.
years. Yeah.
Okay.
For a minute.
Cool.
Yeah. Love you.
That was 7 years. That was a good year.
That's she helped me. I mean, we've been through it. It took a long time for us to get to a spot that we're at now, but we Gucci. I don't got no. We Gucci. Yeah.
Doesn't that feel good though? That's it. Like I look like the same thing. I look at my wife. I'm like, I don't have to deal with nobody else for the rest of my life. Like, I'm good. Like whatever little problems. Like so, you always have these toxic couples where you sit there like, oh, I'm sorry if I act this way. Because things happen. And I just, we'll both tell each other sometimes like, yo, just chill. Like,
right.
It's gonna happen again. It's part of you.
Out.
I already know this.
Yeah.
It's sometimes they'll get in that nerve where you have to be like, yo, there you go.
Like, yo, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. No worries. But you just gotta like, we can't. It just gets to a point where it's like, okay, no more petty shit. Yeah. No more. Just come on, we're done with that. Yeah. And that's basically where we are.
You're gonna be there. You're gonna be there for a while. Just keep on doing you.
It's like a 80-20 rule. It's like there's not gonna be someone that you fuck with 100%. That's like damn near impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always gonna be a certain percentage of someone that you're like, but it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You take the good with the bad and you roll.
But I think even when you're taking it, you realize it's them, so it's no longer a bad. It's just that's just who baby. Because like if you ever look at some of these women with some of these like rappers stuff like, yo, how are you with this dude? But it's because but we see all the craziness, but they also see the other side. I mean, sometimes and vice versa too. No. Sometimes you see these dudes and wonder, why are you with that girl, bro? Like she crazy, like leave. But they see. Yeah. It's all in the eye of the beholder, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't know. Like love is supposed to be unconditional. You know what I'm saying? And if you're, I don't even know. I don't know. I just feel like love. Let
me stop fucking myself in trouble.
No, but real rap.
Stop digging this hole.
Love is supposed to be unconditional. I'm not digging the hole. Like it's supposed to be unconditional. So it's like, if that's you, I love you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, I don't give a fuck how crazy you are.
But of course, there's certain things that are not acceptable. You know what I'm saying? And if that shit don't stop, then of course, you know what I'm saying. You know, but love is unconditional, and if you love somebody, you love somebody, and that's just what it is.
And I feel like 100% what you're saying. But I think you're rocking the main thing. You gotta love yourself first.
Oh, of course.
Because once you love yourself and you're comfortable with you, then everybody else is just like, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm loved. Like, people need love. Human beings need love. You cannot live a world without love.
No, absolutely.
We need more plants live in love, and the whole universe, we work on love.
And what's fucked up is that a lot of people never seen it.
And it's, you know what? It blows my mind too, because I think
really
it's crazy.
up,
but there are some people who just never seen it.
No, there's
it's just
definitely
toxic,
there's a lot of people that have never seen love, and it shows, and you can tell. And it sucks.
So what do you feel about reality shows?
What kind of reality shows?
Like Love and Hip Hop and all those, those.
I mean,
we know they're fake.
I don't watch any of them, to be honest.
Oh,
but I used to, like, when I was younger, like, I would watch Flavor of Love. You want to talk about reality?
That was my shit.
That was my shit, and I still fuck with New York. I don't give a fuck. But like, I used to watch it then, and I liked it. I'm not gonna front. Like, it was entertaining, and you know what I'm saying. But now I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I just feel like now, like, with Love and Hip Hop, they love the drama so much. Like, I feel like, of course there's drama in everything. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like they make it so
focusing
normal.
On just
they normalize it. They like, nah, that shit is not normal.
It's not normal.
Like, it's just weird. Like, y'all are weird. And then it's like everyone sees that shit and thinks that it's like normal, and it's like, bro, that shit is, number one, half of that shit is staged.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but but it goes back to the people who don't know love, because that stuff's being seen, shown to them. Especially, like you said, we like that stuff when we were younger, because we thought it was cool.
Right.
And some of us built, that's how a stable relationship is, because we're seeing the success, we're seeing the money,
right,
and that's just how it is.
Right.
We see it with our parents. That's just how it is.
That's what some people seen as love, and that's what they base love off of.
Which is just horrible. So pretty much I was getting to the fact that, like, reality shows are for garbage. You shouldn't watch them. That's pretty much what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna lie. I still watch Love and Hip Hop New York.
But what is it about it? What is it about it?
I don't know. I've been watching this since, like, fucking when they first came on. It had like Fabulous and all them on there.
Oh, so you're just a fan. You're just a fan. It's just.
So you like the artists that are on there?
Yeah, I mean, not so much now, but it's just that once you watch it for so long, I was like, I'm already invested.
It's a routine.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
I see what happens. But it's a good show to watch with my girl, so she likes it. So something we bond on, because she likes fucking vampires and fucking werewolves, and I fucking want to blow my brains out every time she watches that shit. Every time I go in the living room, fucking really Twilight. It's like, what the fuck? And then they show the shit 24/7. Like, I don't understand.
Like,
and Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
And Harry Potter. They literally show that shit every day.
Yeah.
Every day, like on 3 different stations.
Yo, you guys. So I'm gonna be doing a short film on fairies and fantasy, but black version, and Benny's shooting it. So just
let you know, I'm not shooting it.
It's gonna be about vampire love.
On set.
Unless it's like a vampire porn, then I'm on for that one.
A lot of sucking there, literally. No pun intended.
Down for that. I'm done.
You know what? Actually, have we? Sorry, and this is gonna sound mad ignorant, but I have to ask. Have we had a lesbian? Yes, we had, but I haven't had to ask her. Can I ask you a question, like a sexual, personal, but it's not a personal question. It's just an input if you ever saw it.
Okay.
All right. Little Ma directed this porn with what is it? Honeydew.
I heard of it. I didn't see it though.
I wanted to know someone's. I saw it and I thought it was like the most, like, it was intriguing, like legitly.
Was it?
What about it?
Because it was really from. So I studied sexology in college, and my thing was, I've never really seen true porn that's like from a woman's version, but this is from a rapper's perspective. I said, Little Ma. Sorry, young M.A.
I was like,
my bad, young M.A. Yeah, my bad. Damn, I be fucking up her name all the time.
Damn, they all getting into porn.
No, she wasn't in there.
I knew who you was talking about, but
yeah, okay, yes. So you know, y'all. Listen, I had too many bowls of Wheaties this morning. Hair's still wet because I was like legitimately running late with the shower. But yeah, so you didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
I just wanted to get
Well, like what about it? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, why the fuck you bring it up?
Yeah, like
well,
what
no,
about
because
it? What about it?
Well, the thing is, it was really like, it was more sensual.
Okay, well
Okay. But I would think
that word right there.
I wouldn't think.
Oh, so that's it? That's all I had to say was more sensual? Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think, because she's more like a dude, kind of.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's what blew my mind. You would think so, but it was
she's
really
still a woman.
Yeah.
So maybe it's I don't know, because I'm not like her type of lesbian, but like I'm a woman, so sensual is
sensual. Yeah, and the thing was like it
was
wasn't always. It was a lot about the touching, the crushing, but it still had a hood aspect to it. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't it wasn't like it wasn't like
She like go across her face.
Right.
She like go across her face.
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look back out. Do some.
Yo, to be honest, I don't know why all girls aren't lesbians. Like guys' bodies are like ugly.
I mean, I guess it depends.
You know what? I gotta disagree with you. Like, I think the male physique is just as sexy as the female.
Like penises are so ugly.
Nice.
Like,
I don't think penises are ugly.
They kind of are.
What? I mean, vaginas are ugly too.
Some vaginas are, yes. You know what? There's a give of both.
I guess.
There's a give of both. There's some that's like, you know what the ones with the
I'm a big fan.
Just like slapping.
But honestly, there are some.
Yeah, I guess.
Attractive. There's some of both. It's like everything.
Maybe
good and bad of everything. Balance. I got yin and yang on my neck for a reason.
Yeah.
The balance of everything, and I don't know. I feel like life is just not black and white. It's such a gray area. You know what I mean? So
I think my fat ass just need to work out.
Then you might like your anatomy better, and then you be like, okay, it is attractive. But it all depends. It all depends.
Speaking of tattoos, you have a few on your arm right there.
I do.
You want to talk a little bit about them or nah? You don't have to. I mean, I really want to know more about the.
She was like, I just went into the shop and just picked on the board.
You want to know what? Which one do you want to know?
The one right, the flower with the fist.
Yeah, that's my my fist.
You had that, or you just got it?
Nah, but that's the funny part.
That's why I wanted to ask.
Ever since all this shit been going on, which has been going on forever, PSA.
Say it one more time.
It's been going on forever. PSA.
You're like, look at this Puerto Rican with the black flag.
You know what I'm saying? No, but since all this shit's been going on, so many people have noticed this tattoo. When I tell you nobody noticed it before, I've had it for almost 10 years.
Oh, damn.
I thought you had it for a long time, so I wanted to.
I've had it for so long. It's probably been like 8 years, 7 years. Yeah, something like that. But people just now, I'm just seeing it's a fist, da-da-da.
I've seen it before.
Like, that's just because you're starting to peep things, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I've had this for a long time, and this is very dear to me. Very dirty.
It's like when you get a new car, everybody has that car.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, that's my fist roast.
You want to explain why it's so dear?
All right.
It just spoke out to me. You know what I mean? It was one of those things where it's like, dope. It was
that's
a good
cool.
conversation piece. So my bad.
I'm glad you even noticed it. That's cool. Well, it's a rose. For my grandmother who's still alive. Don't get it twisted. She's still alive, but I planted my first rose. I planted my first flower with her when I was younger, and it was a rose, and it grows back every year in the yard since I was little. So it reminds me of her. It's a tribute to her. And then my black fist, because I feel like that fist is very powerful. Not only is my grandma like the most powerful, like the strongest woman I know, you know what I'm saying? But we as a people, I really resonate with it, and I've dealt with racism and all that bullshit my whole life. So I'm very proud to say that I'm black. Like, before anything I say I'm black, just because growing up, nobody will let me forget it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody ever acknowledged my white side. They just saw that I was black. So I was brown. You know what I'm saying?
That was the question I wanted to ask. Was you're biracial, right? And you're I'm a dark skinned biracial. You're light skinned biracial. So instantly people see me, they're instantly going off the back. You're black.
Yeah.
Then they look at my hair. They're like, nah, there's something about you. They're my skin tone in the sun. Oh,
yeah.
okay, you got some Indian in you and stuff like that. Shout out to my coolie people. Even though I don't know, the words, some people hate it, some people like, I just shout out to my coolie people. Y'all have a problem, talk about it amongst yourselves. Anyways, but so hearing from you, how people never acknowledged your
well, and that's mostly white people.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But even around like my black family, like they never made me feel lesser than or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But white people always made me feel black. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was never, when I was around like black people or my black family, that they wasn't like, but you're white. You know what I'm saying? But around white people, they was always, you're black. Like, don't forget it. you're black. Like, you know what I'm saying? So me saying I'm black, I'm very proud to say I'm black. Like, yeah, I am. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's me owning it. That's me being proud. That's me letting everybody know. Yeah.
Yep. I'm black. Now fuck with me.
Yeah. Or don't.
Or don't.
Or exactly. Don't. More importantly, or don't.
You know what thing? I feel like even if they don't, that's still fucking with me because you just made the decision easier. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite tattoos for sure.
That's dope. That's some.
Means a lot.
That's some. So pretty much though, school was easy. Life was easy, other than every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really. Yeah, I mean, wasn't rich, but I had like everything I needed. You know.
Because Pride Month did pass. Are we still in it? Anyways,
it passes.
It passed, right? It's July, right? Yeah, sorry. Fireworks week, you know what I'm saying? So much stuff going on right now in my head.
Bro, last night, speaking of fireworks real quick, I drove through the hood last night by accident. And let me mind you, I'm not even gonna front. I live like, it's like the hood and then it's my street. So I ain't far from it. But yo, every single street.
It's lit.
Yo, I'm telling you,
stimulus checks.
I had to reverse at one point because I couldn't go down the street because there was mad people in the street and the fireworks just going up. I wasn't gonna drive my car through that. I fucking put my shit in reverse and went all the way around because they was going wild.
Yeah, it was going crazy.
It was lit. It was crazy.
That's why I moved out the hood.
Yeah, they were going ham. Yo,
my neighborhood day was done by like 10:30. I was like, yes.
They would. I swear till like 2:00 in the morning. I heard them shit.
Yeah,
so
that's why I moved.
Yeah, it was wild. I'm sorry, but
no. That and them loud ass Puerto Rican Hondas.
Yo,
oh my god,
not loud. I got one on my street too. Mm-hmm.
Yo, they literally going like 5 miles an hour down my street. So I think it's fucking go karting and shit.
I just don't like those cars. Period. I think that
dumb annoying.
My thing is like, if you want a fast car, don't you want a fast, quiet car?
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to be like on the low. Yeah, that's
low. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking distract all his attention.
Some people don't like to be low. Then
that's true.
They want to be seen.
They want that attention. They want to look fucking
Can't
stupid
relate,
going 10 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care. My street is like, I live like Benny. I'm like Boogaloo's. Like COVID didn't bother me because I was walking outside. I was like, "Hello,
hey,
hi,
how you doing? Good morning."
You know, and everyone's walking. You know, I've seen more people walking though,
which is good
than anything. Yeah,
they ain't got nothing else to do. That's why.
Yeah. So let's get back into your clothing. When did you start designing clothing?
I think I've been doing this for like 4 years, but maybe 3 years, like for real, like actually making things. Yeah, and I don't even know how that should happen either, to be honest. Like, I really don't even know.
You know what? It's funny. I'm gonna cut you off real quickly because when you were first starting out, I had a women's clothing store on State Street, and somebody was telling me about you.
Probably my dad. That's basically my manager. He had glasses. And he bigger dude. He black dude.
Yeah, I think.
Where on State Street?
It was like right by MGM. No, I don't think it was your dad. I think it was somebody. Somebody was telling me about this young girl starting her own clothing brand, something.
That had to be my dad, bro.
It probably was. I don't remember if he was black though.
Had to have been. That would be the only person. My dad's my manager basically.
Yeah.
He'll go out and I can't imagine it being anyone else.
Yeah. I don't know, but I just remember that was one. Side note, I was gonna hit you up, try to get your clothing into the store and everything like that, but then that didn't go through. Life happened. You know what the thing is though? People don't understand. Like a failed business isn't a failure; it's a learning thing. You know what I mean? You know? Like, there's no class for this when you're doing it without paying millions of dollars into a school to get a degree that might say you might even still make it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? All a degree does is help you get better loans.
Nobody know what they doing out here. No bullshit. I mean, there's a certain few that know what they doing, but. It's trial and error.
That's it.
Like sometimes you gonna make it, sometimes you're not, and you gotta try again.
Yeah,
that's it.
But
so, what were you doing creatively before this? Before you started doing clothing, anything or just
was
drawing,
it graffiti? It was graffiti. Yeah, like So basically, I started everything when I was out in Vegas.
You lived out there?
Yeah, we moved out to Vegas for a year, and it ended up being like we moved out there with a bunch of people, and it ended up just being me and LaShawn was left. So me and LaShawn.
Oh, when you said we, was it like a group of friends?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it was
right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we all moved out there, whatever, and then So then it was just me and LaSharn, and LaSharn was working during the day and I was working at night. I was working on the strip. And while I was home, I was like, I didn't really have nothing to do. So I just started drawing, and I was like, I have to do something. Like, I have to do something. I don't know. I have to do something. So I was just drawing, like doodling, like trying to do graffiti, like just practicing by myself, watching YouTube videos of like tutorials on how to do fucking bubble letters and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, but all growing up, I did this, but in my brain, I never thought like, yo, you might be able to do something with this. So it's like something, I don't know, something ignited in me, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this shit, and I'm gonna get good at this shit. And when we go back home, I'm gonna do this shit, like for real. And I literally wrote down a list of like everybody I wanted to work with coming back out, because that was 2015. So that's like when, like, not when they started, but when they was putting on for the city, like Fabe and Swan. They've been putting on for the city, but I had wrote down like people's names that I wanted to work with. And so it's crazy to come back home and now like the first thing you present to me with is, yo, Fave's rocking your shit and la. It's crazy to me because I literally feel like I manifested that shit to happen. And that's just on this level. So I feel like anything could happen. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. That's
yeah,
what's up.
but that's how it started. So I was just like doing graffiti. I was drawing, and I started putting on just like printer paper. Just regular printer paper. I bought markers from Walmart. Like just.
So you started
from the
bottom.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Markers from Walmart that I had to take the bus to go grab, and mad shit, right? Then I started hanging them up on my walls, and we lived in apartment buildings where it's like there was like a pool in the middle, and like everyone's building, you know. So people would be walking by, and they're like peeking through my fucking window, like what's that? Like, and so some of the friends that we had met, R.I.P. to my homie Malik, he died of cancer last year, but he's one of the dudes that encouraged me to like that I could really do something. Mind you, that was when I was nothing. Like I wasn't doing nothing that I'm doing now.
He was that friend hyping you up like, let's go, girl,
and
you got this.
He would come into he'd knock on the door. Who is it? Malik, of course. Knock on the door, he'd come in, sit down with me and draw with me. Like he just liked what I was doing. He wanted to be a part of it, and he encouraged me to keep going. No bullshit. Him and this dude Rico and this other little boy, I call him Lil Man. He was 11 years old, but that man was 30. He was. I know I'm not joking. That nigga was smoking blunts. Sorry, can I say nigga? But yeah,
you can say anything. Yeah.
Okay, he was smoking blunts. He was
Y'all were smoking blunts with 11-year-old.
Listen, no. I'm saying I was
that
smoking
nigga was
blunts,
bringing the blunts.
Yo, I'm not joking.
He brought the L.
That nigga
I just grabbed
came in
it.
with an extendo blunt, and I was like, that he hung out with only 30-year-olds. But you know what I was thinking?
Damn, this shit is tight.
You know, I did smoke a blunt with an 11-year-old.
Yeah. I would have stolen that.
No, listen. When I tell you, I'd rather him be with me than I don't want to be
other
rude.
people he was with?
Yes.
Gotcha, I feel
on
you.
some real shit, because when he was with me, he was drawing, he was doing something productive, and he was telling me how he was going to make money and how he was going to level up and all this shit. So with me, he was at least making plans to better himself. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And
Nigga was high at 11.
you don't even know.
Yeah, I know.
You don't even know, but I don't even care. Still to this day, I wonder how that little boy is, because he was a man, yo. I'm telling you.
How long ago was that?
That was in 2015.
Dang, so he's 16, 17?
Yeah,
he's grown now.
I know, bro. I'm telling you.
Nah,
but yeah. So that's how it started. And he would bring the whoever he knew, he would bring them by like, yo, look at their crib. And literally, I would have people at my window. I had to close the blinds. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. That was like my first like art gallery, because people really would be like, yo, can I see it? And I'm like, yo, this my house,
right?
bro.
$2,
Bro, I was like, this is my house, bro. I'm like, you look from the window, but I'm not like this is my house. Like, I live here. No, you're not coming in, but thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's how I started. And when I came back, I got an overnight job, and on my overnight job, all I did was draw. And then I was like, I want to design. I want to get good at Photoshop. So that's how I started doing. That's how I did it. That's how I started clothes, because I started designing shit on Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, yo, I could put this on some shit. So I went to Walmart, got a little Cricut cutter thing and some t-shirts, and that's how I started. Literally, like I did the bare minimum starting. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's why I tell people, like, because a lot of people have been asking me, like, you know, how do I do this? I'm like, yo, just do it. I don't know. I don't even know how I started. I just did it. You know what I'm saying? You have an idea. You doubted yourself. That's why you're doubting yourself. That's why you haven't started yet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had no clue what I was doing when I got any of those things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my dad, because he definitely encouraged me and was like, just do it. Like, just do it. To the point where he made me get the Cricut. You know what I'm saying? So lucky enough, I do have someone in my corner that pushed me. Yeah. I'll never discredit that and how much he has helped me and everything.
We always have somebody. There's always someone helping.
But it's hard when some people don't. You know, when some people don't have that person in their corner to be like, do this shit. You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, do you have people throwing shade at you because of what you do, like other designers and shit like that?
I mean, if I do, I ain't really heard none yet. You know what I'm
saying? But we get a lot of shade.
Well, the thing is that I'm starting to hear little shit like, oh, like a couple people like, oh, like I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna put anyone on blast. But I've heard little comments where I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm working my ass off. Yeah. So there's nothing that you could say that's to discredit me.
You're doing the work. You're so busy in the trenches trying to make that thing happen.
That there's nothing like now I'm just, because you said that I do this, like I don't know how to say it without like saying it. I'm trying to think.
Say it.
Nah, cause I don't want anyone to think that there's beef, cause for me,
there's no beef.
There's no
but
beef
you say it. There is no beef.
Yeah,
but if someone says something, see, this is my thing, and this is why I'm gonna cut you off a little, because the thing is, I hate this shit. And I'll be honest, I hate this shit because this is one thing that poisons the black community. It was what poisons everything that goes. It's this mentality that, and I had to have a talk with my son about this, because real quickly, I'll explain what the whole how this all works. There was this kid. We're watching this show. This kid's really smart in math, doing other kids like jealous because he can't. So my son says about the kid, "Oh, I hate kids like that." So I stopped the movie. I'm like, "Why do you hate a kid that's doing all this math work because he studied hard to do it?"
Right.
He's like, "Oh, because he's showing off." I said, "Is he showing off? Or are you scared that you can't do that shit and you want to talk trash?" I broke it down. I said, "Then you get your friends to do it. So now you guys feel cool because you're picking on one dude that's busting his ass to do something." And I tell him, I said, "You know who that dude was? That was your dad." He's like, oh. I said, "Yeah. Your dad was the nerd kid."
I was that nerdy mother.
I was that nerdy person. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And people would
have said, "But you worked your ass off to be able to."
So where are we? Look at what you got because of that nerd right there.
Right.
Yo, he shut the fuck up.
Yeah, quick. I'm glad you told him that too. That I like that you tell your son things like that, because some parents let their kids just say whatever and not
little assholes.
Yeah, like you gotta let them know, set them straight. Like, that's not right for you to feel that way because you didn't do it.
You're not doing the work.
Right, exactly.
And so when I feel like people throw shade or anything or indirects, I feel you address it, but it's not that I'm addressing it because of hate. I'm addressing it because I know you're talking, I see it, and since you want to reply, here it is, I acknowledge it, but I ain't saying nothing back negative.
Right.
It is what it is. Right. I think it's childish. Go on with your day.
Go on about it.
Now, if people want to get upset and continue about that, that's on them. Because then after that, I realize, like I said, I always say, that's a fan. You're watching me so much. I love you.
Right. At the end of the day, you're watching. So
thank you.
Yeah, I was throwing so much shade, but it's all right. We like that shade. We love it.
Yeah, it's just more eyes. So
it's cool under here.
Yeah,
it is. It always, because the thing is, at the end of the day, I'm the one who's paying for this too. Not just me, but you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm busting my ass. I'm doing this.
Right.
So this is my work and effort. It's like your yard. Right. My neighbors have a better yard than me, hands down. They have that perfect grass and everything. I don't. I'm telling you, fucking God waters that shit. Water bill.
That's it. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But no, I take care of my yard, make it look nice and everything, but it's not up to proceed to them. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm doing my yard the way I want to do it.
Right.
Y'all do. Y'all want to be there 24/7, 365? Go ahead. I'll make sure it looks nice. Right. I know. I'm doing what it's good.
Right. Yeah.
I
feel you 100%.
So that's what I'm saying. When it's you don't ever feel like, I'm sorry. I'm only saying this because I have so much love for everything you do. You're motivational.
Thank you.
Not just as a woman, just an individual, and your story's great. You see people, and it's funny because me and Benny talk about this all the time. In Springfield, the people that you see are gonna grow, and the people I'm looking up to, you notice who they're connected with. So if all these people are connected and we're all, a friend of mine called me and told me something that really touched me. He's like, dude, he's like, what you're doing is amazing, but he's like, if you keep on looking for approval from people who are hustling as hard as you're not going to find it, bro. No, because facts. We're all hustling. We see you, we love you, and that's pushing us. You got to get fans for you.
Exactly.
And he's like, and when you get fans for you, people are going to be upset because you found your niche, and that's why people are following you. It's not saying that you don't respect what we're doing and stuff like that. It's just you got to do you.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know?
Exactly. Like a lot of people say, a lot of the music scene supports me and stuff, and I appreciate that with all my heart, but my next goal is branch out. But that's the only way to grow. You know what I'm saying? You have to branch out and see what's going on outside of the community as well.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always, and anyone that's supported me knows that, especially if I know that they're doing something, they're investing in. If I know you're investing in yourself, for the most part, I throw people extra stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you cop something, I'm going to throw you a shirt. I'm going to throw you an extra shirt. I'm going to throw you a hat. You know what I'm saying? But that's straight love. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's straight love. That's respect. I respect what you're doing, and I appreciate you supporting me. This is me showing you I support you too. Do your shit, for real. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing it.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's it. The thing is, it's such a simple formula that if everyone actually got down to it, do you know how, like, this and we can have our own legitly like this is our own little shit going on.
But it's spinning. There's always gonna be like that shade or the people that hate because they're not where you're at. But it's like, again? Huh?
You got something on your neck? What was that? What was
the
that
yin
tattoo?
yang?
Yeah. Tell about that balance, baby.
Exactly. But exactly. But as many people that hate you, there's gonna be people that love what you do as well. So. Just gotta focus on them. That's it. That's why I didn't even want to address nothing, because it's like, I'm not even. I hear you, cool, but you still see me, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, I don't really have to address anything.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's all love on this side. I really don't. I don't even know how to hate. On some real shit, I really.
It takes too much energy. People don't understand how much energy to use to focus on somebody.
Right, that's energy that you could be doing other shit,
exactly.
making
a lot of other stuff,
making a new design, fucking doing something else. Like, why I gotta waste my time with you? Like,
this guy is like, he has his hands in so many things. Sometimes I'm like, yo, dude, like, slow it down. He does so much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's why I was like, it's just so funny. Like, we're all so busy.
Right. I don't have time.
Yeah, I don't have time to fucking deal with nobody's fuckery.
I like that hat though.
Thank you.
Her outfit is fucking fly.
Thank you. It's the lady summer fit. Go grab that.
Oh yeah, you know what? You mind
standing
up? Yeah, you're still in frame. Stand up and show the whole outfit. If we
I don't think I can push this.
Nah, that's okay. That's all right.
We're good.
Forget it, guys. You might have to find it on her girlfriend on her Instagram.
It's hard. I don't know. Or I'm weak. I don't know. I'm like,
yeah, it's like
that's okay.
That chair ain't moving.
That chair ain't moving. Yeah, we got these nice chairs on carpet, guys. It takes that little hop push. By then you out. That's too much work.
That's cool. But yeah.
But what do we got for time?
I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah. Shout out. Tell them where they can find you, please, and thank you.
Sorry, I need a water. Self.invest413 on Instagram. Shopselfinvest.com is my website. Show some love. I don't really be on Facebook, but I am on Facebook. There's self.invest413 on there as well. Yeah, that's it. I don't got Twitter, none.
You got a message for the world?
Yo, stay elevated, live free. Invest in yourself. That's it.
Anything else gonna be dropping soon that you want to let them know, like a line, a shirt, or something? Just want to make sure we got all the plugins for you, because you
just be
watch
on the
out,
lookout.
right?
Just be on the lookout this fall.
Okay.
Just be on the lookout this fall.
Nice.
Dope.
I got plans.
But all right, I'm Benny.
Wait.
Oh wait.
We gotta say where you can find us.
All right, yeah.
Shit.
Let's do that first. So find us on Instagram, Facebook. Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Spotify. I always forget. I don't know why. I say this shit like a million times a fucking time. Whatever.
We gotta do
like
pre-recording so you can add into it.
Right.
But yeah, anyways, listen to us on Spotify, Google, Apple. Watch us on YouTube. I'm Benny. With me as always,
Maverick.
Our special guest.
So.
All right, we out.